Name's John, owner of Dig Dug Inc., excavating contractors out of Edmonton, Alberta. I was at a roadblock. I was at a situation where I couldn't focus enough to see my business where it was, and I needed some outside, unbiased, numbers are numbers, here's what it is, and do it. And that's why I, at that point, it's like, okay, well, I'm not sure where I need to go with this. And that's why I reached out to yourself. It was going in a spiral downwards, not knowing where my costs were, not knowing what my profit was. Had an idea, but could never pinpoint it to where it was either losing money or I was making money. Numbers that were showing on the books versus the numbers that were showing actually in the bank account were not adding up. So it's a lot of stress. Basically trying to make sure the company wasn't going to fold and pull myself down personally as well as the business, of course. The biggest challenge for me, or the hesitation for me joining this, is I've joined numerous other advisors from prior to me opening my own business with other businesses to me having my own business, and they didn't get involved as much as Forzani and as yourself and Greg have been. And showing the videos you had on social media helped, knowing that, okay, there's a guy behind this and he actually gives a heck about your business and wants you to understand your business and point you in the direction that you can make the decision at the end of the day and what you want to do. So by seeing these videos, it was basically, you made a good point a little while ago, it's all in or nothing. So we jumped all in, and there's no hidden fees in a sense of you're not committed. There's no commitment. There's no contract you got to sign. And prior to business advisors, there was a contract. There's a 3-year deal or a 2-year deal, and it's X amount of dollars. And once that's done, I haven't heard from them at all. Basically, they got their money. They walked out the door, and that was it. And they see me once a month and show me a piece of paper. Okay, well, this is your homework, and call me another. See you in another month. Don't bother calling me. And they didn't seem to have the time, the interaction like we do. The 6 or 7 months that we've been doing this, I'm actually having fun because I'm looking at numbers, and even today's seminar was showing like, well, that's interesting. I just put this here, and so at a snapshot, I can start focusing on where I could grow or where I could save or where I, not technically right where it needs to save, but it gives me an idea of whether it's cost of goods or operating costs. With this program, learn to take control of numbers. They're not as difficult as it seems once you have some structure. And by sitting here, I've got structure now. I got a little bit of structure on where I need to be. I got structure on every month that I forecast with my projection and my actuals. It's a snapshot. It's something that I can visually see within 5 or 10 minutes. I always talk net now because prior to this was gross. I made X amount of dollars. Oh yeah, that's good. How much you make? Negative profit. So I've changed my vocabulary in the sense of how much you make. Well, it's always talking net now. I find using that net number is what it is, because if I can say it's $10 million a year, sounds great, but at the end of the day, it's negative $9 million a year. Well, you didn't make any money. So there's still a bit of a hill we got to climb, but it's a lot more calmer. And I think you can attest to that between the conversations we had when we first started to the world's falling to, now the conversations we're having are a bit more relaxed and more mellow and real focused on what I need to do rather than focus on who's coming, who's next, or what's going to happen behind me. It's can sleep at night now, rather before it was, am I having a heart attack or what's going on here? Because it was definitely stressful. Money is such a big issue, and no matter how you look at it, whether it's good or bad, when you're struggling, it plays a toll on marriage, it plays a toll on lifestyle, and going from being decent, and I'm not going to say it was a fantastic way prior to this, but sustaining a lifestyle to going down to where I hope this is the bottom is where I was going to be, to climbing that up is a big feat, I guess. If you want to keep your business, you're passionate about your business, this is the thing to do. Like I said, from sleepless nights to not knowing if I'm going to make a paycheck, to not making a paycheck, to making sure my employees are only paid, to, my employees are going to be paid. If those are all striking points where you feel that your business is struggling at that point, then this is the direction to go. If you don't know how much money you need to make on profit, gross or net, or what your margins need to be in a sense, then this is another an option to join, and these guys could hone you in on where you need to look at and what to focus on.